In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, Beverly Hills 90210 fans, stop what you're doing right now, because it's time to dive deep into 90 News. All the latest news and rumors coming out of your favorite zip code. With your hosts, Pete Ferriero and Melanie Rose. Oh my God, I can't believe what I just heard.
Okay, it is Friday and it is 90 News time. I'm here on the East Coast this week. That's irrelevant. Who cares? What's going on with the both of you, Melanie and Caitlin? How's all?
Things are good here. It's been a great week. It was so much fun coming on the podcast for commencement. I really enjoyed that. Highlight of my week. And the Padres are in first place. So life is good.
The Mets are in first place too, but everybody's injured. So there's that going on.
There is that. How about you, Caitlin?
Yeah.
It's hot down here. That's about it.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to bring on our buddies, Larry and Charles. Let's see what's going on with them.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
The Red Sox are in first place for 41 days now.
It's incredible what's happening.
Well, what I want to say to you is I want to sing you a song. See you in September.
That would
Fair
be so
enough.
fabulous. That would be so great.
How is everything in Dodgerland, Chuck?
We are a very good baseball team again. Look out, guys. We're playing the San Francisco Giants for 3 nights up there.
That's exciting.
That's a nice series, so that should be fun.
Yeah, we always start with baseball here because that's a high priority on this podcast. So.
And Larry played football too, but both of us are, under the average. So we were baseball players, and softball, baseball, we played it our whole time. So that's our sport, really, as much. Although he's got hockey, I
was a track star though, Chuck. I did part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you raise your fist in '68?
State record holding 440 relays.
Did you raise your fist when you won?
Yes, I did. I knew nothing about that. Yeah, no, I was lucky to stand up after the race.
Well, Chuck, I thought commencement was a lot of fun. It was great to see Gabrielle, and it was awesome to see Dan. So
yeah, it really was something. It was a very interesting project. As I said on there was so much trepidation about, what's the story? It's all clips. It's all this, because Mr. Spelling was so worried while we were making the show. I mean, he was worried every day, but he was excessively worried because, would the audience come back for a college show?
Right.
And so, as I think I said on the podcast, the moment my credit came on, I mean, they cut it short and just went, "We're coming back." I forget who it was, but they were, just to assure the audience that, and there are people, there were people who, left our show at that point.
That's right.
That they sampled college and it wasn't quite what they wanted, and the new people came, and that the actual, but it was a different part of our maturation, and love seeing all the clips. It was the ultimate clip show, and with some real nice performances, and I hope that. Viewers here who are listening to this, if they haven't done it already, when you if you have the copy of this episode on the DVD or whatever, get to the part where they start leaving to go down to see the work of their work on the Hollywood sign. And instead of the triplets, put on the beginning of the third stanza of The End of the Innocents by Don Henley.
Yeah.
And that's Dan Larry, I don't know if you saw the podcast. Dan Attias is the one that brought it up.
Yeah.
He said, I really missed that song. And I went, yeah, I get it. But he wouldn't give it to us because it was very personal to Don Henley. He apologized. But he didn't do it.
But one of the stories that people have been talking about is this story that there was a bomb at the school, or alleged bomb at the school.
And the snipers. Yeah.
What about
that? It was, I mean, Dan underplayed it. It was a bomb. It was there. It just wasn't a complete bomb. The fact is that whoever was trying to destroy it wasn't very good at what they were doing.
Right. Thankfully.
So I don't think the conclusion was it would not have detonated.
Got it. But it was intended to, maybe.
Scary.
Oh yeah, people. The people have been pissed off for centuries.
Melanie, I know there's another thing that you want to talk to Chuck and Larry about this list that came out, right?
That's right. Entertainment Weekly came out with a list of the 50 best teen TV shows. Of course, Beverly Hills ranked number 4 behind Friday Night Lights at number 1, Buffy at number 2, The OC at number 3, as I said, 90210 number 4, and Freaks and Geeks number 5.
I've never seen any of these shows, not one episode of any of those shows, Chuck.
Well, first
Yes.
of all, 90210.
I'm a one-trick pony. I've never seen one episode of them. I couldn't
Well,
even. I love Peter Berg. I used to play hockey with him. So I'm.
Well, he doesn't have as much. He doesn't have very much to do with Friday Night Lights except the creation. That's the guy. I forget his name. He's very talented. He went on to do Parenthood.
I remember now. Yeah.
And my collaborator for a while, Liz Heldens, she was a writer for Friday Night Lights. It's arguably it's one of my 10 favorite shows of all time.
Wow.
In all genres.
Wow.
So it is definitely one that you must see. It is a great TV show. Buffy, I thought I remember seeing about the first 3 episodes of Buffy, and after the third one, I went, oh shit. This one is just too creative. They have everything we did in high school, and yet they've got the underwear. They got fighting. This is brilliant. The movie wasn't very good, but the adaptation into high school was great. Oddly enough, as I think our people know, Luke Perry was in the movie.
Right.
So OC was a ripoff of Us, and I guess the reason more of the staff wanted to be with their cast than our cast.
One point I wanted to add was after I was shown the door at 90210 for all my sins, I tried to get a job on Buffy. I knew Gail Berman, we both had deals at 20th years before that, and did not get the job. Did my song and dance in the room with I forget who the main writer was. You remember his name, Chuck?
Joss Wheaton?
No, yeah.
Oh.
No, I don't think it was him. I think it was.
Was it a woman? Was it a woman?
No, maybe it was Josh.
She took over the show. I forget her name. She was great. I met her.
Oh yeah, she has a short last name, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a very good writer and producer.
Anyway, I didn't get the job. Their loss would have been so much better. Probably.
Yeah, you would have been good. You would have been perfect for that show. Actually,
so, I did Chips and 90210, or Knight Rider. What a combination. Anyway,
the one thing I wanted to say was, when this came out, when Sherry Weiss,
Professor Weiss,
sent it to me and said, "Here are the 50 best," and she didn't say anything about it. So I click on. I thought this is given the snarky universe that I associate with the press, his relationship with 90210, I wondered where we would be between 35 and 25.
Exactly. I was very pleased with 4.
And I just kept going forward and forward. That we were ahead of My So-Called Life, and Dawson's Creek brought me no end of pleasure.
I know.
And it just shows that what we know now at looking at our shows hold up.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
They really, truly do. And
but I wanted to say that it's very nice that you guys are being nice to those other shows, but 90210 invented the wheel. So it doesn't really matter. The OC doesn't belong on the 90210 belongs. Yeah. We could play with the first 3 Buffy and you can say 1, 2, and 3, and any one of them can on different writers' day can say what they want.
It's all clickbait, Pete.
You're right.
Trying to get control. They know they're trying to get people. I know. The whole list idea of lists is so bizarre. I mean, it really is.
Well, back in the day,
the best guitar solos, the top 10, you cannot find any like Alan Collins or Gary Rosington from Lynyrd Skynyrd. It makes no sense at all.
Right.
Anyway,
well, and there's always usually a list of best songs, rock songs every year. And Stairway to Heaven always takes it.
It's just, I mean, who cares about Stairway to Heaven?
Same, exactly. So okay, so we just destroyed the whole list.
I don't like lists.
I don't like lists either.
You know who cares about Stairway for Heaven? The person who wrote it and is getting all the royalties from it.
That's right.
They probably sold their catalog. Hey, happy birthday, Bob Dylan, getting up. Coming up to number 80 for Bob.
It's Carol Potter's birthday today. Speaking of birthdays, Caitlin pointed that out.
I took a little note there. She's such a doll.
She is.
Happy birthday, Carol.
And so, listen, guys, this week we're going to be, I know we're making an about face turn, and we're going to be we're leaving Unreal World for another day. And then we're going to P.S. I Love You, which we're really excited to cover this week. And we will be live on Wednesday. So Wednesday night, we'll be back to being live. I know we got a lot of comments about how much you all love the chat and commenting while we're live. So we're going to bring that back for sure this week. So,
well, let me ask you a question. Maybe you can ask the fans, especially our East Coast or West Coast, if it's getting hard to get there on the time, maybe we push the show back an hour and it's
something like that. Yeah.
To 9 o'clock, not 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Maybe it's a little better. I'm sorry if you're in the East Base now, Larry, but maybe it just makes more sense if we're losing people in California because it's too early.
Something like that.
Could very well be.
Yeah.
Could be. So let
if
us
you're
know.
listening, drop a comment. Tell us when your ideal time would be, and we'll try to at least keep it live every other week to keep the engagement up. And we want to hear from you. So
well, we love doing the show live, so it's not a problem for us. But we just thought that you guys, maybe wanted to do other things. The world is opening back up, so if you like it live, let us know. If you'd like a different time, let us know. We just do whatever you want. Really,
we're so malleable.
Please.
Really, if only Fox was this easy back then, right?
Bunch of sweethearts.
Right. Larry, so do you want to tell us a little bit about P.S. I Love You?
Wow. I haven't really thought much about it, but it was the end of season 5, which is the last episode Chuck produced. And I got to write it with Chip. It was a great season ender. There's all these storylines coming out and setting up for the post the next year, the junior year in college. And there's some explosive stuff. We all know, Donna going down those stairs, whether she was pushed or not. I don't want to say, depends how you look at it. And he was pushed.
Definitely.
And then there's the Dylan dangling off the tramway. I remember.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Dick Dale. I'm going to get to see the original. Pete's going to send the original, but you get to see Dick Dale play poolside, one of the great, instrumentalists of rock music. He created surf music, the pipeline riff that we all love so much.
Yeah.
From Pulp Fiction. That was Dick Dale, who became a friend of mine, which I really cherished. And and then the great the Brandon story, and then we end up with some pretty cool thing at the end where Brandon.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Don't give it away.
Spoiler alert.
Dude, what are you spoiling a show from 30 years ago?
No spoilers.
Yeah.
It'll be really fun, and we'll bring in Jeff King, I think, who played.
Well, we're gonna reach out to some people and see who
there's some really cool people we should bring in, who we can get.
Maybe Tiffany would like to join us. This is a perfect week for her.
That's a good one, Pete.
Well, everyone's got to get on that.
Yeah. Well, this has been great, guys. It's good seeing you too. Chuck, how's everything going on in Venice Beach with the fight? Do you want to? This is our show where we can talk about things. If you want to bring up what's going on with you, do you mention it and get fans behind you?
If anybody is in Los Angeles and lives in the city of Los Angeles, not even just the CD11, go to a website called Rise Together. I went to a meeting about it. I got introduced to it last night. It's a very interesting premise. I'm not sure it's going to work, but check it out for yourself, because basically what is not working is the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of reasons why, and except on the sports. And I know we're baseball guys, but I got 2 words to say to you. LeBron James, thank you. A 7th seed is favored to beat a 2 seed. Purple and gold and black, and I'm as much purple and gold as Dodger blue. So this is yay.
You have hockey now too. It's playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs, Chuck.
Yeah, but you're behind, aren't you?
No, the Bruins are up 2-1 in the series.
You won 2 in a row. I saw you were down 1. Good
double
for you there.
overtime win. So fantastic.
Fabulous.
Every game's been overtime.
Well, very good to see the both of you, and we will see you this week live Wednesday for PS I Love You. And go ahead, Chuck.
Larry's got his thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my catchphrase, Pete.
Yes.
All the news that's fit and lit.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
I wanted to come back. It was good seeing Chuck and Larry, so it's great that we're going to cover PS I Love You this week. Melanie, I want to get right to a breaking thing that I need to address.
Okay, is it Instagram related? Ooh, elimination challenge. Yes.
So here's what's infuriating to me. Okay, and now I absolutely love 90210 fan 2020. She's a wonderful human being in person, right? So I think and she's a big Kelly and and Dylan fan. They're really into that. Here's the problem with the premise of this elimination game. Okay, that we should be celebrating people. We're in a time where we should be celebrating work, celebrating performances, celebrating outfits,
Lifting each other up.
lifting each other up, not tearing each other down. An elimination game, Xing the spots and putting an X over Andrea is infuriating to me. Because first of all, secondly, these wardrobes were designed by very talented people to fit the needs of the characters. So the premise of this elimination game is already flawed. Now you're going to go through a process of saying, of these characters that they created outfits for, which ones were the best or the worst? And I think it's an unfair thing to do. Having said that, Claire is the best and Claire should win, and I encourage everybody to vote for Claire.
I agree with that, to be honest. She was always my inspiration. When I was in high school, I was like, I want to dress like her.
Because that's the point. It's like she was putting effort into helping her character grow. And I'm sure that they all did. I'm not saying that they didn't. But her, Donna, and Brenda, for me, I felt like their fashion was always like spot on and very interesting. Yes. And they were always inventing. That's not taking away from Kelly or Janet or Emily or any of them. They all brought something very unique to the thing. But I just think this is a very silly contest. And I know it is supposed to be silly. It's Instagram fun and whatnot. But if Claire doesn't win this, I'm protesting.
She did have a good look about her. I mean, it was a defined style. She really contributed to the character's look. And you're right. She should not lose this.
She should not lose this. I'm so sorry to get on a preachy rant here about that, but it's very important to me. So,
clargent, like a tangent, but a clargent. Does that work? I don't think it does.
I like that a lot, actually. Okay. Yeah. But listen, even just do me a favor if you're watching this, just make sure she wins. For anybody who's voting, it's important to me. Okay. I've got
that off your chest.
Is there anything that you want to get off your chest, Caitlin?
I don't think so.
It would have been funny if you went on a riff about what I just said.
Well, okay, so I've just gotten to Claire in my rewatch after watching for like a decade, and I don't understand how anybody doesn't like Claire, but also the fashion, like every single thing that I see her wear, I'm like, I want to recreate that. But it's not just, Kathleen brings so much to it. And I think when you had her on the show, she talked about how she had her own ideas for the fashion. Like she picked out things that she wanted her to wear. And I love that because the actress is so responsible for
creating that look.
Make the character. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for me, growing up with that era, obviously I liked that look, that particular look of what she was doing beyond thinking she's this most beautiful television actress ever and all of those crush things. She also brought so much to that character. It's beyond just the look and all that stuff. So it's interesting. And then I saw a comment under here when I said Brenda was great too, and they said, well, Brenda couldn't afford the clothes that Kelly and Donna could. And I was like, well, that's really offensive too, because that doesn't necessarily make or break someone's wardrobe. So I was all kinds of fired up about this.
I know you texted me about it. You're like, did you see this elimination game? This is very important. I'm like, whoa, VIP text coming through.
Here's the point. We're in a generation now where we got to build each other up. All of us. We're not here to tear each other down. Let's not eliminate. Let's everybody wins. How's that? Okay. There isn't.
What about a ranking game? Would you rank versus eliminate? Would that be acceptable for you? Rank feels better. Okay.
But I still don't feel that you can rank the wardrobes because some of the characters had no choice in the wardrobes. The designers did. So it's like you're ranking Molly and Diane's work, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Like they put so much effort and there's so much thought that goes into so many aspects of making a television show. And listen, I get it. It's a fun Instagram thing. 90210-2020 is an amazing person, like I said. So no, this is not an attack on her. She's having fun with this. But by the same token, let's build each other up and let's make sure Claire wins. If we're going to play a game, Claire needs to win the game. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
make a drinking game where we take a shot every time you mention Claire.
Oh my God. I don't think I could even keep up with that. I'd be like
No.
wasted within the first 10 minets.
I'd be in the hospital for alcohol poisoning.
You and Steve Sanders' brother. Yeah.
Whew,
All right. I
goodness.
didn't. Okay. What do we have first here, Melanie? Oh, speaking of birthdays, you mentioned it was Carol Potter's birthday
Yes.
today. I don't have an image of her, so happy birthday, Carol.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
But then also, last week was Tori's birthday.
It sure was. Yes. We've got a little video that Todd H sent, I think. And actually, you know what? That picture, Jenny did a post saying, happy birthday to Tori. They've been standing by each other's side for so many years now. So that was one of the birthday posts that Jenny shared on Instagram. And then, yep, that's another one. Oh, they're so pretty. I just love them. And then, yep, there's another one, the short hair era. Very nice. Very nice.
Doing the short hair thing at the same time.
Yes, I'm
Yep.
sure. I'm sure the costume department loved that.
I love the short hair era of 90210. It for a couple of years I was doing the really short hair thing too, but it didn't always work out in my favor. Then again, I didn't have a stylist. That's
Right.
what-
Stylist makes a difference. Totally.
All right.
Do you have Tori's birthday video too
I
that she
do, but
posted?
wasn't there a whole debacle over what?
Oh, you know what?
Hang on.
Yes, actually, we'll get flagged playing that. Todd was right. I think he
He made another one though.
I thought he made one that he took it out because he's just good like that.
Yeah, I just picked the wrong one to start.
Okay, cool. So we won't get flagged for this one.
Yeah, no, there's no music at all.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
This was the video Tori posted recapping her fun birthday. Looks like she had a great day. She's so cute.
I love Tori Spelling, guys. She's just so incredible and she's like a wonderful human being as well. So happy birthday, Tori. We all love you here.
Continuing the sunflower Donna Martin theme.
Yes, that's right.
All right. What else do we have, Melanie? Go for it.
Well, the DVD collection has now been released. The Ultimate DVD Collection. It has the reboot BH 90210 on it. It has a blooper reel. One thing it does not have, of course, we all know, is the original music. So, again, something Charles is working on, but they did just release that. I know some fans have been posting about it. Some are happy, some don't want to buy it because of the music situation, but it's out there. So it's a piece of news and we're reporting it.
It's really frustrating. I mean, we're going to give one away this week. And, listen, we support all the products that come out of the 90210 world. And so, of course, and it's not the DVD people's problem. You know what I mean? So.
Right. No, it's not.
Actually.
It's not. Oh, hey, really quick. Speaking of 90210 products, OfferUp had 4 brand new 90210 Barbies in the box in San Diego, and I'm picking them up this afternoon. So I'm so excited, and there'll be some prizes down the line for 90210 hunts. So
you have a blooper reel video. Do you want me to play that?
Oh, we do have the blooper reel video. Go for it.
Playing Brandon Walsh again is the last thing I want to do.
Okay. Oh. Sorry. You mean the Heine lick? No.
Heine lick.
You going down me.
Looking at you going down me. You just spit the whole shot on the chair. Are you okay?
All right, we're good.
Okay. Cute.
Got it.
I like bloopers. We need to put together a blooper reel of the podcast. We've got some good ones.
Oh,
I
that
feel
would
like.
be fun. Yeah,
It would be fun.
especially 90 News.
Especially 90 News, especially the things that you cut out. There's a reason we do this one recorded.
That's true. Yes,
Yes.
That whole rant at the start might be cut.
It's possible, true.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of other new things that came out, Darren Star has another new show. It's called Uncoupled. It's a comedy series on Netflix. They've given an 8-episode series order to it. And, of course, Darren was the creator of Beverly Hills 90210. Same with Emily in Paris.
Nice.
And Emily in Paris was the streaming service's Netflix most popular comedy in 2020.
Oh.
And we've got another Darren Star show coming out. I'm not sure when, but we'll keep reporting it and we'll let you know when it's going to be on Netflix.
That's really amazing.
Yes.
All right, and then you have this. I know you're going to be excited to talk about this.
Oh yeah, Peter Krause, of course. So Peter Krause, of course, Jay Thurman, one of my favorites, love him, is on 911. It was renewed for season 5 on Fox and will retain its time slot, which is Mondays at 8:00. Love Peter Krause, just throwing it out there.
Okay, well, maybe one day we'll get him on the show.
I mean, I've been asking for like months, but whatever. It's
What's
fine.
that, Caitlin?
I said, is Peter Krause like your Claire?
I mean, he kind of is. Like, it wasn't as much back then, but now knowing how much I love Peter Krause, I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I just wish he had stayed on the show longer.
Yeah.
Big Jay Thurman fan, even though he was a Republican.
Who's
I
your,
let it slide.
Caitlin, who is your Claire?
Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky Barnes in all the Marvel movies. He was in Gossip Girl. He was in I, Tonya. He's been in a lot of stuff. Most recently, he's filming Pam and Tommy.
I know what that is. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm forgetting the actress's name, but she plays Pamela Anderson. Yeah, I'm obsessed with him.
That's getting a lot of shit. That movie.
Yeah. Pamela Anderson's not happy about it.
Nor is Courtney Love.
I've never heard of them, and I'm like, you live under a rock.
Sorry. Okay. Here's another one of my faves.
Oh yes, Lindsay posted that. AAPI fashion brand she's highlighting. It's Asian American and Asian American Heritage Month, and this was one of the items of clothing she posted this week. She's posted a couple of, I believe it's a designer, an Asian designer, and she posted some photos of her in different outfits. Very pretty as always.
Always, and so talented too. So there might be more coming down the road with Lindsay. We'll see how that plays out.
She's gorgeous.
She really is. Oh my God. It's so hard picking what picture to show because she looks so good in all of her pictures on Instagram. It's like, what do you pick,
All right, what's this?
Ooh, this is Brian Austin Green. He is still filming Pacerville, which is up in Sacramento. He's been, posting some photos and videos of him at work on set. Can't wait for this movie to come out. And we'll keep on keeping you posted as to when that will be available.
I'm stoked for that. That's going to be awesome.
Can't wait. And speaking of 90210 cast members filming movies, Pete, you got the, yes, here we go. So Shannon posted this to her Instagram, and she is working on a recently announced trilogy. It's called The Fortress. It is set to shoot multiple films back to back. It stars Chad Michael Murray and Jesse Metcalfe. God, I love him. He's so hot. We're not sure exactly what role Shannon is playing, but it does appear she's in the middle of the action right there with Bruce Willis. And how amazing is it that she is a stage 4 breast cancer person and is working on a movie during all this? I mean, it just goes to show her work ethic, and she's just in it to win it, and good for her. I cannot wait to see this.
I love Shannon. I think she's an incredible actor, so everything she's in is always really, really good. I was watching Mallrats the other day, and I just was
Mallrats. Love that movie.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Total
Let's see what else we have. Now, what is this, Melanie?
Oh, you know what? This was Tori's baby picture. Yep, that was one of her birthday pictures. And, one quick Tori note. Actually, this came to us from Erin Clements. Tori was on the Zach to the Future podcast talking Saved by the Bell. And Pete, you just met with Erin and she told you about that. What did she say about the episode?
Oh, it was really great. And that Tori was so complimentary to her experience acting on Saved by the Bell, and she had really, really good experience of people being nice to her, and it meant a lot to her, and that's what she took with her when she wanted to do meet with guest stars that came on to 90210. So something I'm paraphrasing. This is not from actually watching this is from hanging out with Erin yesterday in New York.
Yes, and that aired 2 weeks ago, right? That was
I believe so.
2 weeks ago. Yep.
Yeah,
so anyway, go check it out, Zach to the Future podcast, and check out Tori on there.
I think it's awesome that they're all so close and friendly, and I think we learned that in Kid 90 that there's a group of them that are all friends, and I thought that was really cool to learn that. So,
Kid 90, still love that. Oh my God, so good.
Fantastic. And then what's this?
Ooh, you know what? We did talk about that. That was the picture of the number 4 ranking that we discussed at the top of the show.
Yes. Okay. Anything else, Melanie?
Well, let me just look at my list here quick. I think, gosh, we've covered it all, and we managed to do it in 42 minutes. So, way to go, us.
Exactly. All right, Caitlin, anything going on with you this week that you want to plug?
Well, so if we're doing P.S. I Love You, and that's where Donna gets pushed down the stairs, I'm gonna have to make that video happen this weekend.
You're gonna have to take a tumble for the show.
Yeah, my husband is really excited, and he's gonna play Ray, and people are like, "Oh, so he's excited to push you down the stairs?" And I'm like, "If you knew our sense of humor, yes."
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to text him and be like, "We got to do it this weekend."
Nice.
Gosh, I mean, do you need a stunt double for this or what?
Just be careful.
You think you can do it yourself?
I can do it myself, but I have to figure out how to do it without hurting myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You almost need to do like the top of the stair shot and then the bottom of the stair and like throw a sound effect in the middle of like tumbling out of them.
This is all very WWE. What you're
It's WWE at my house every day. I have a 3-year-old son who's insane and jumps off all the furniture. So yeah.
Not much of a stretch.
No.
Well, this has been a really fun week. P.S. I Love You back live this week. We'll be doing the After Dark Zoom and all that fun stuff that we do every week. So everybody get ready for that. It's going to be a fun week of 90210 show, Beverly Hills 90210 show. And that's it. Melanie, anything you got going on? Any hunt stuff? Anything that you want to plug?
I'm working on a 90s summer hunt. Haven't set a date yet. Keep everybody posted here. My son made it to All-Stars in baseball, which I'm super proud of. So like proud mom moment, but yes, but that's about it. So anyway, hope everyone has a really great weekend. Thanks for joining us today. And with that, we'll see you in 2 weeks. 9021 out.